Quality men's accessories are often overlooked when putting an outfit together. 425 style writer Andrew Hoge is here to make sure that never happens to you.
Never.
Hello.
Hello, it's great to be back.
I have to say, before we were going to do this segment, I really hadn't thought about men's accessories, but here's the deal. You do think about it when you see a man, like walk up to you. If you see a belt that's kind of tattered, you're like, oh, that's unfortunate.
Absolutely.
I'm not judging, I'm just saying the eye will go there. So let's talk about this. In your experience as a stylist, do men have a hard time with accessories?
Yes.
Accessories.
Yes, they do. And here's the deal. Accessories are such an easy way to get a little, to up the cool factor a little bit.
Right.
I think there are more men out there than care to admit it that want to find a way to elevate their wardrobe. And there's so much going on with menswear that is changing. There's a couple really easy things that we can do to make everybody look better.
All right, so let's start with hats, because that looks like the first thing we have on the table here. Okay.
Yes, so hats are huge right now, and there's so many different styles, and of course, always choose the style that's best for you. But these sort of like trucker hats,
I love
baseball hats, and it's not just about obviously black and white. There's color messaging, like this one right here is a Filson hat, and I love it. I think it's fabulous. But this is a great way just to add a little bit of personality and color to the wardrobe.
Yes, and if I saw a gentleman like that walking up to me in that hat, I would be like, nice hat. But I do have to say that I think that hats also can be a real good personality share.
Of course.
So if you're going somewhere to meet new people or something, having a hat like that. Like if I saw someone in this Smokey Bear Filson hat, I would stop them immediately and be, inquiring as to where to get this hat.
Absolutely.
It looks so
it's not just for sports anymore. Obviously, you can wear it with a suit.
Now, not every man may have the guts to wear this kind of hat. But
no, this is definitely more like level 2 or level 3.
Level
but
2
it's
or
still
level
fun.
3. Okay. All right, so moving on now, we're going to talk necklaces.
Yes.
Now, there was a time where dudes never wore necklaces. My son, I should show you, he calls it his drip.
Drip, yeah.
Is that
drip,
a thing?
ice, something like that. Yeah,
He
exactly.
calls it his drip. So I love that that's kind of a trend that now more and more men are wearing.
I know, it's just more, there's so many more options.
That's literally what he was wearing.
Right? Oh my gosh, it's so much fun to add a little bit of personality.
Yeah.
That's what fashion is all about. So you can go with like a heavier chain or even something that's a little bit more minimalist or dainty. I think that, and don't shy away from things that quote unquote that women might wear, right?
Yeah.
I think it's fun to kind of like mix and match, and that's where fashion is headed.
These kids right now, these baseball kids, mostly it's a baseball thing.
Oh, yeah.
They're wearing, like tennis necklaces.
Yeah, absolutely.
With their crazy Oakleys and their tennis necklaces.
Yeah.
So I'm loving this ability to branch out.
It's super fun.
Now we love necklaces, also wristwear. It's not just watches, right?
It's not just watches, but a great watch is a great way to sort of anchor your outfit. It's timeless, it's a menswear classic, but maybe you want to mix it up a little bit. Maybe you want to wear a green leather watch, or maybe you want to try on a couple layered bracelets. Now, bracelets have gone in and out with menswear, but I think especially with bracelets, maximalism, doing a lot of them is what's in right now.
Okay.
But if that's not for you, maybe just try one.
Yeah, I mean, and then maybe leather. I got my stepdad years ago, like a big leather bracelet. Yes, and he loves it. He still wears it to this day. All right, I did mention belts. We have to talk about belts. Because you don't have to, investing in belts is good, but just make sure it's a leather and it's a good belt, right?
Absolutely. I think that it just helps the outfit feel more complete. There's instances where you don't need to wear it, but more often than not, a belt will kind of bring the outfit together. It'll cut the body, it'll create proportion in the body, it always just looks good.
And if it's cracking and peeling, it's an eyesore. Like your eye will be drawn to that, and that is not what you want people's eyes drawn to. You know what I mean? All right, next we've got like socks and footwear. You say socks are really important.
Socks are really important. I can't tell you, even if I'm wearing a suit, even if I'm wearing, something more casual, if you have a fun pair of socks, I can't tell you how many compliments I've gotten.
Yeah.
And that can be anything from
looking at your socks.
They're black today, but nobody's seeing that right now. But like you can wear socks that are brightly colored with a pattern and layer that with a cool loafer, or you can have sort of a monotone, like a beige or sage or some sort of color. It really just again adds a little bit of personality to the outfit. Men don't traditionally have so many options to diversify and express themselves, and so socks are a really great way. Also, aside from hiking shoes and tennis shoes, which are really popular here, I would say that a pair of white sneakers and loafers are a great way to kind of stabilize or your wardrobe.
And loafers are no longer just, oh, they're so stuffy. They're not. They're cool, they're casual.
Absolutely.
And I like it. Okay, 2 more questions I got to with you really quickly.
Yes.
First of all, let's hit on fragrance, because that is, I feel like, a really important, nothing too strong and something very elegant, right?
Absolutely. So fragrance is all about personality, like smelling good, finding a fragrance that works for you. It's the 6th accessory. It's a bonus accessory. It never fails if you choose the right one. It's good for summer.
So good for summer. It reminds me a little bit of Cool Water, which my first boyfriend wore, but it's a story for another time. All right, before I let you go, share with me how you might style some of these accessories together.
Yeah. So we have 5 different options here, and here are 2 rules that I have.
Okay.
One is the rule of 3s. You don't need to go in and try and apply each of these rules, all 5 of them, all at the same time. Start with 3, maybe a hat, a necklace, and some cool socks.
Okay.
Figure out how that works for you, and 3 is very pleasing to the eye for whatever reason. The second is some people, will go all out and can wear all kinds of colors and everything like that. But if you're just starting out and you're trying to experiment with what feels good and what looks good, try entering these with similar color tone. So maybe it's browns and silver or greens or whatever it happens to be, but that's a really great way to just get started.
That rule of 3s works for everyone, and I do love that idea. And I'm really grateful that you brought all this here. Last time you came and talked about accessories, I ended up with buying myself a black leather belt pack.
Love it.
That was all your fault, but I love it. Anyway, you have the greatest ideas and really have us looking good. So thank you so much.
My pleasure.
We appreciate you. We love you, Andrew. All right, well, thank you for spending time with us today. You can check our website for more of our content. You can always send us an email to share your thoughts. But most important, my friends, don't forget to enjoy your new day. We'll see you next time.